No?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Sue Gross. I just wanted to take some time today to show you how to make Kombucha or Kombucha, however you want to pronounce it. This is a Kombucha. It's actually just started fermenting today. How you make it is we're going to start out with, I usually boil my water.
Can't hear you.
And I pour my water into my container, which I have already done here, and you put tea with this. Now this you can use all kinds of different teas. You can use either green tea, oolong tea, there's probably 5 or 6 different kinds of teas, which I have a handout that I'll give you, and information on the bottom of the video. How to, which teas you can or cannot use. You put 1 bag per quart. So if you're making a gallon, you want 4 of them. You go ahead and you, I have already steeped this here in hot water for 5 minutes. Now you have just tea that's warm. What you're going to do next is you're going to add 1/4 of a cup of sugar. And I'm using organic sugar. So for the quart, you need 3 tablespoons. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of organic sugar. And once you have that in there, you can stir that up.
And why the sugar? Not to interrupt.
Why sugar?
Yes.
Well, the sugar helps feed the fungus. Kombucha is actually a fungus. They call it a Kombucha mushroom. It's not a mushroom. It's actually a fungus. It's called a symbiotic. It's called a SCOBY. And there's, does anybody know the initials for that?
No. I remember we did this in the 60s.
Yeah? Well, it's been around forever. It's been around forever. So, go ahead and stir your water. And now what you're going to do is, because this is a little bit warmer, you're going to let this cool down. Okay, before you add the mushroom in here, because again, you do not want a warm, hot environment. You want it to be probably between 70s and 85. That's really probably the best for this here. So after you get this here cooled down a little bit, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add your mushroom. Now, I'm going to show you. These were in actual gallon containers. So whatever size your container is, that's what your mushroom is going to end up turning out like. So I will show you. This is 1 mushroom.
Oh, that is so cool.
Now this is very thin. This is what's going to happen the first time you get that. That's going to lay on top of your, this was on a gallon jar, okay? That's how, because it took the shape of my jar.
Yeah.
The next one is going to take the shape of this jar. It's only this high, so my SCOBY is going to be this round, okay? This is a nice one.
And these are called the mother then.
This is the mother.
And then the mother has a baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
And see how thick that is? The longer it sits in there, the thicker it gets. I have some that, well, here. I have it out in my car. I have some that are this thick.
Wow.
Now this is
That is one big mama.
This is also a live probiotic.
So you can eat
Now
it.
you can eat this. There's videos on TV where they got, this is nothing bad. This is
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
It's if you have black mold or a mold growing
Right.
on. This is not mold at all. This is very much, so it's a little bit cream colored or whatever. This is not bad. It is fine. There's nothing wrong with this here. But yes, you can eat this here. It would be a good, if somebody's sick,
Make a
really.
hamburger out of it.
Well, I don't know about that, but and I have no.
Grab a towel over there. Just grab one of those rags up in the cupboard. I need a new one anyway.
I'm
Just
not
any-
gonna grab one. Your good one.
Just
Yep,
grab
take
it.
one of these.
Here, you go grab a paper towel.
I just have to get my hands away. But so that's all you do. Now this actually takes a week. This takes a week for
To ferment?
To ferment. Yep. So what I do is I write the date on the top of my coffee filter, and then I put the coffee filter on here, and I end up putting a rubber band, and that is going to sit on my counter for about 7 days. And to me, that's almost the perfect timing. Now, with winter, you might want to leave it sit 8 or 9 days. In the summer, you might want to let it 5 or 6. It depends on what kind of flavor. The longer you actually let this sit, the more it's going to taste like vinegar. You let it sit on 2 weeks, it's going to taste like vinegar. So
Even if you put it in the refrigerator, if you put it in can you put
no,
it in the
I'm
refrigerator?
saying this has to be on the counter for 1 week.
Yeah, but then after
Roughly.
that, can you put
No.
it in the refrigerator?
Yep.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
But what you're gonna do is after it's done, let's say it's 1 week, what we do is make sure you always have clean hands. Take your SoBe out. That is ready to drink, or you can flavor it. Again, you can flavor it with 100% any organic juice. Some people use 1 cup for 1 gallon. You can use more, you can use less. But there's a lot of people that will use the organic juice. You can use stevia products if you want lemon, root beer. There is, I don't know what else they have. They have lots of orange Valencia they have. So you can, you can make, because it's going to have that effervescent to it also. So it's going to take, it can take on the flavor of soda kind of. You can make it taste like root beer or taste like orange. So after it sits a week, you strain it off. Now you've got a SoBe to start another one. So it's going to take another week to make one.
So you take that out and throw it in the next batch.
Yep, throw it in the next batch, and now you can drink this. If you want to strain it so you don't have any of those, kind of long string things in it, I usually strain it. I take it and I just pour it right out of my container and pour it into my new container, and I strain it. And then this is kind of what it also looks like, depending on, this was the organic cane and this is the sucanite. And that's about the same kind of color you get. You might end up a little bit darker because of the fact the tea. Black tea is another one. Black and green tea are the best to use. I mean, I guess that's what I use. I always buy 100 pack of tea, and that's how we make it. So, any questions more
So
on
then
that?
you put it in the refrigerator after you strain it?
Then you
at
put
that
it in the
point?
refrigerator, and now it's good for however long.
And it will become effervescent in the refrigerator
Well,
or the second.
It is a little bit effervescent-y because, you've had it on your counter for 7 days.
Okay.
The other thing is you can also, if you're going to do the second fermentation with a flavor, what I did when I first started making this is I would leave this sit on the counter and I would put my strawberries or raspberries from the garden. I just put the whole berries in there and let it sit for a day or 2. And then I'd strain everything. But remember, when you're doing that, the SCOBY is not in there at that point. You strain the SCOBY out first.
absolutely.
And then you
Not-
put your fruit in,
Yes.
and then you make hooch.
There you go. That's why they call it booch, yeah. Hoochie boochie, yeah. So you do,
Plums are good.
yeah, it does have a, and it depending on if the strawberry or
So
raspberry
how long do you
flavor.
leave it in there?
2 days, a day or 2, there again, if you want to take a straw, sip it, see once if you like the flavor of it.
Okay.
So it really depends on your palate. Everybody makes it, some people like it a little bit more because I know the longer you leave it sit, like 2 weeks, it's going to taste, to me it tastes like apple cider vinegar. And you actually can use it as apple cider vinegar. I also have another recipe for, here's the actual Kombucha tea recipe. So
Do you have any here?
that I don't have, I think I have 2 of them. See one of those I do.
You got a couple extra in there.
What's that?
You got a couple extra kombucha in there.
Where?
In-
here?
yeah, Mother's.
No, I have a ton of kombucha. Here.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
whole gallon jar full. But
Okay.
I don't have, this tea I just made, so it's not done yet.
Okay.
As far as tasting it.
Yeah.
You can also make, this is called maple kombucha salad dressing.
Ooh.
Which I just pulled up. I have never used it yet. But it would be a good way, both of these here products, the kefir water and the kombucha, both could be used instead of possibly a vinegar. If you want to make some kind of vinaigrette.
Yeah.
So,
That is amazing.
That's about it.
I'm so I know actually
So,
I have a couple of kids that love this stuff. I flavored mine with raspberries.
Yes.
And I've had it in my refrigerator now a year and a half. And it's still so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
The kombucha.
Yeah. And
really?
yep. It's just in the bottom of my refrigerator and
I was gonna say, did it rebuild the new?
no, not after,
So
not in the
okay.
refrigerator. No,
Okay.
because it's just
Because sometimes it will. If it's got that, It seems like if it's got a little bit of that in it, oh my gosh, it will redo another Sobe on the
Oh,
top.
really?
It's amazing. Yeah.
That is so cute.
So you know you're eating a good live food.
Right.
So,
Thank you so
very
much, Sue.
Yep.